When the shoe comes out, I think it can be a $100 million business.
Wow.
I think it could become a top 5 signature franchise, not just in the W, but across basketball.
There's another shoe that is set to be released in October as well. Now, this is crazy because this former Nike employee is speaking out against the Caitlin Clark situation 24 hours before a shoe is supposed to come out. Now, we know Caitlin Clark is the biggest person Nike has signed, in my opinion, since Michael Jordan, bro.
One shirt, one tweet, $1 billion reaction. Sophie Cunningham wore a thrifted Arby's tee and turned it into a $20 million deal. But then Nike stepped in, and what they did changed the game forever.
Who's the showstopper? Who's the cash cow? Who's everything to the WNBA? This is just another reminder. But of course, Nike shortchanged her again, because that's what Nike does. And yet there are folks out here who think that they're going to build that Nike would build a basketball league around her. I think you're crazy.
A $1 billion lifetime deal with Caitlin Clark. The WNBA never saw it coming. Players got jealous. Fans chose sides. Brands went to war. And beneath it all, one question echoed. Was this ever really about basketball?
It literally pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Sabrina? No.
No, there's really good, well-known people in our league. I'm not discrediting them. We have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league,
yeah,
or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as shit.
Yeah.
You're literally dumb as
Or was it about who controls the future of women's sports? This isn't just a story. It's a billion-dollar battlefield. And the final twist? You won't believe who wins. Let's get into it.
More exciting sources states Clark is expected to receive a signature Nike shoe. Those same sources said Under Armour and Adidas also made offers. You can't beat that check, bro. You can't beat that check. Because, at the end of the day, Nike going to put the money up. But also, I just think it's something about being an athlete and you want to see somebody walking around in your Nike shoe. You can't guarantee you they're going to walk around in the Under Armour shoe. You can't guarantee that they're going to walk around in the Adidas.
That this is how they going about it. But at the end of the day, this is how they definitely going about it. Let's check out what Jordan had to say.
We need to talk about Caitlin Clark. Let's you and me talk about Caitlin Clark, since you refuse to talk about Caitlin Clark. I care deeply about you. I spent over a decade in your marketing organization. I spent several years trying to get into your organization. And it's been 3 years since I've left your company. I'm just here as a friend. I care about you. I want to show you two different charts here. One, your stock price since 2021. It is down nearly 60%. Your executives and the people who are making these decisions, their stock options are worthless. Meanwhile, you have the single biggest needle mover in all of American sports since Michael Jordan, and you have somehow convinced yourself that you need to slow play this. Let me show you Google Trends search traffic for 4 female basketball players. There is one who only rivals Caitlin Clark. And
If you want to know the truth behind the billion-dollar brand war shaking the WNBA, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in. This story changes everything. It wasn't a stunt. It wasn't a collab. Sophie Cunningham just rocked a thrifted Arby's shirt to impress her. Just vibes, no agenda. But TikTok, it lost its mind. Memes exploded, hashtags trended. The sandwich chain saw a storm coming, and they jumped on it fast. Within 48 hours, Sophie inked a $20 million deal. Yup, Arby's made her the face of fast food swagger. No precedent, no playbook, just pure viral madness.
This is some kind of sponsorship with Arby's, right? Right there. I don't know. The roast beef sandwich jokes just sort of write themselves at this point. And just like that, I want a cheddar melt.
That I have gotten. What if Caitlin Clark turning down Nike's marketing opportunities and ideas? I've heard members from people in and around this business that her team can be difficult. This is understandable being a megastar. It's Caitlin Clark. Guess who else difficult? Cristiano Ronaldo, LeBron, the list goes on. You bend over backwards for stars, and Nike has bent over backwards for way less relevant stars than Caitlin Clark. So I'm guessing this is some of his article. He stated,
Sophie was authentic, relatable, and unpredictable. But behind closed doors, at Nike HQ, someone slammed their laptop shut. While Sophie was flipping curly fries into cash, Nike saw something terrifying: control slipping. Legacy athletes were no longer the center of attention. The culture had shifted. It was about being raw, viral, real. So Nike made the most aggressive move in WNBA marketing history: a $1 billion lifetime deal with Caitlin Clark. No leaks, no previews, just a monster press drop. Nike put Clark on every billboard, sneaker box, and timeline. They launched her own signature sneaker. A national campaign called Built for This Local Hoop Court Initiatives, targeting underrepresented communities. This wasn't just about profit, it was personal. Arby's wrote a meme check. Nike fired back with a megaton brand nuke. The reaction? Chaos. Angel Reese tweeted a single emoji and deleted it. Aja Wilson, she posted, "Shout out to the girls who grinded before it was trendy." Kelsey Plum threw shade with a flashback photo of her old Nike contract. So, this is what we're doing now? The WNBA's atmosphere turned electric. Conflicted, heated. Players whispered behind locker room doors. Some cheered Caitlin's bag. Others felt snubbed, passed over, disrespected. And Sophie? She kept her cool. Because none of this was her plan. She just wore a shirt and triggered a marketing arms race. Caitlin let her game do the talking first. 30-point games, clutch threes, no look dimes. Then she spoke. "This isn't about the money, it's about the mission. I want every girl wearing my shoe to know they belong. Right here." That quote, it hit a Nike billboard 24 hours later. Meanwhile, Sophie was still on the ground. Literally, hosting free clinics, showing up for street ball.
Right? The one that's got her back. At times, it feels like the only one that's got her back, if I'm being quite honest. Well, that has led to a lot of opportunities. By the way, she had a little bit of a down game yesterday against the Sky, but prior to that, for the last couple weeks, Sophie Cunningham
Giving away gear, she wasn't chasing the spotlight, she was the light. In the middle of billion-dollar deals and viral debates,
In the city, maybe you should drive a Yukon. Pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson, like, are you with me? In the phantom with the roof.
these two women reshaped what influence looks like. A $9 shirt, a $20 million deal, a $1 billion power play.
Nike has dropped the ball incredibly when it comes to anything and everything related to Caitlin Clark, including the situation at hand in dealing with Caitlin Clark's marketing, her sneaker, or lack thereof.
This wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. And this is just the beginning. Hit like, subscribe, and tell us. Team Nike or Team Arby's? Because the next move might shock the entire league.